Hello everyone. Today I'm posting this video to explain about Dolby Atmos. Since past 18 years I was using Dolby Digital 5.1 home theater system, and I was using Bose speakers with almond curtain amplifier right here. So it's basically as you see here, front channel, right, left, surround, left, right. That's a 5 channel. It's a channel based surround system, and it's two-dimensional. So when you are talking about cinemas or home theater system, you have to understand that in olden days when we have a VHS, you can only hear the mono sound from the cassette player. Then came the CD player, where you have a stereo sign, where you have a left and right, which is over here, left and right over here. As the cinema advanced, home theater system advanced, then came the era of DVD, and you used to have a Dolby Digital system or either DTS. So if you close your eyes and pick one DVD, it will either have a Dolby Digital system or a DTS system. So basically it's a 5.1 system with a channel based surround sound. And when you are talking about stereo, the sound can travel only in one direction, which is from left to right or left to right to left. It's a linear motion, one dimension. If you're talking about 5.1, then the sound can travel in 2 dimensions, which is left to right, and from the screen, this is x-axis, and you have a y-axis. So the sound can travel from the screen towards you. And if you notice, we have one rear channel over there and one over there. That makes a 5.1 system. And now the latest technology is Dolby Atmos, which you can see right here. And the settings I have right now, it's called 7.1.4 system. I have 7 channels in my ear level and 4 channels on the ceilings. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, that's our left, right and center, and you have a side surround, one here, one over there, and rear surround, one over there, one over there. So total it makes 7 channels on the ear level and 4 channels on ceilings. We can see front height channels, left and right, and rear. This video it's unedited, it's directly, so there is a possibility of so many mistakes, so bear with me, stay with me. So the major difference between channel based and object based, it's kind of difficult to understand, because I was doing a lot of research trying to understand the technology used in Dolby Atmos. So what you see is the arrangements done in my home. And if you go through the Dolby Atmos instruction manual or installation manual or speaker arrangements, we can have lots of different varieties of speaker setting possible. So I was thinking how they encode all these channels on a soundtrack. That then I came to know that the Dolby Atmos, it's not a channel based surround system. It's a object based surround system. It's a 3D surround, where you can have x-axis left to right and y-axis from the front to back, and also the z-axis where the height channels. So sound can travel from left to right, from the screen to the back, also from here to here. So you are covered in a 3D space. So this room, what you see, it's a 3D space. where you have all the channels and the high channels. Let's say the simplest example. Let's say I am a hunter. I'm trying to shoot a bird which is flying in this room. So let's say the bird is flying over there like that. So corresponding to the location of the bird, the nearest speaker will reproduce that sound of the bird. So the bird is the object and the sound comes from that speakers. Now let's say if you want Dolby Atmos in your room, my recommendation, my suggestion is based on your room size. Choose your receiver, because that's the guy who does the job, not the soundtrack. So when I talk about settings, here you can see, I don't know whether you are able to see it, but both are Dolby Atmos setup. And if you play a Blu-ray with the Dolby Atmos, you can play the same Blu-ray and have these many speakers. This is 24 height ear level speakers plus 10 ceiling speakers and subwoofers. You can have that Blu-ray played in this one with all the speakers working, and you can have the same movie in this setup. That is like a 5.1.2. You have 5 channels in ear level, only 2 ceiling speakers plus a subwoofer. So basically, if you have a 7.1 amplifier, you can have a Dolby Atmos if it is enabled. So starting from 5.1.2 setup, you can go all the way to many channels, many speakers. That's the advantage of Dolby Atmos. And the processor, I am using a Marantz SR6014. It's 9.2, but it has 11.2 sound processing, which means it can give me a 9-channel amplified output and 2-channel I can get preamp. So totally it makes 11.2 systems. And I separated the left channel, right channel. I have 5 channel here with the one acoustic Bose module, and other channel another acoustic module, and subwoofer dedicated for this. One subwoofer is dedicated for the bass, and the other is for LFE effects, where you can feel the sound. Instead of hearing the bass, you can feel the bass, like the vibration, everything. You can feel the vibration. So that's how I assigned the thing. So what's the major difference between these two is based on room size. As you can see, my room is very small. It's 3 meter and 4 meter, and my home theater is installed in a 3 by 3 square cube. And the camera, you see, from where you see, it's where I watch the movie. That's my sitting position. And all the speakers around you, it's between 1 meter to 1.5 meters away from this seating location. You have a left, a right, surround, up. All these speakers is almost in a similar distance from you. So that's the place I sit to watch a movie. So if you why I buy this system is, if I go to my home back in India, this is not a permanent setup. This is my temporary home while I'm in Qatar. So what you see is my bedroom itself, and it's a small one. But I have bought a 11.2 system. The reason being is, in my home I have a bigger hall, so I need to cover the side walls. That's why I went for 7 channels on the ear level and 4 on the ceilings. I can go more if my room is bigger. Let's say the bird. Remember the bird example, okay? So if the bird is moving around here, the nearest channel So the bird is the object, and the sound of the bird, it's reproduced by the amplifier based on the object in that 3D space. So based on which receiver you have, you can have multiple channels or whatever channels you want. For example, that's my receiver. That's 11.2. If you have a 5-meter long hall with 4 meter or 3 meter, then I recommend this one, 11.2 setup, which is given amazing sound. And unfortunately I cannot give a demo, because whatever you see me, it's a 3D 360 degree, you can see everything in my room, but it's a stereo sound. You cannot identify which sound is coming from which speakers. And if you are really into home cinemas or home theater, then you should try the Trino Altitude. It's a 32 channel. I repeat, 32 channel. You can have so many different configurations. It can process 32 channels plus subwoofer. You can have more than 6 subwoofer if you want, all pre-outs. And based on your room size, the height, everything, you can have more than, it depends. You have 32 channels and you arrange the speakers in your room, then you do a DC setup so that the amplifier knows where each speakers are located and how it is placed inside that 3D space. So that's how the Dolby Atmos works. So based on your budget, based on your room size, you can go for the best suitable possible. You will feel the same effects. You will hear everything coming from here, there, back. You know, first movie I watched in the Dolby Atmos, it's Jupiter Ascending in my home. After installing everything, the first movie I watch is Jupiter Ascending. That's one of the best movies I like. And right now I'm actually playing a movie. It's Doctor Strange. I'm actually playing a Doctor Strange movie, and if you look at the soundtrack, you can see because it's not a Blu-ray, I'm playing from the laptop. The source is Blu-ray because I put the Blu-ray as a source. And sound, you can see Dolby Atmos right here. And signal, Dolby Atmos 2HD, it's available. And one second, sorry. So input signal, it already identified the Marantz. It's already identified the Atmos, and you can see how many speakers are working in here. It's 11.2 speakers, giving me working together to give me that effects. And trust me, Dolby Atmos 3D surround is one of the best. If you are serious about watching movies in your home, you have to think about it. And integrated solutions, and One Minister Khalid, he helped me to get these products. It's one of the best. I tried Denon, there is other brands, Okio, and there are lots of other brands. So, but he recommended this one, and I bought this one, installed it. I'm so happy. If you are serious about home cinemas and home theater, try this, at least 11.2. But if you have a low budget, you can go for a 5.1.2 setup. It's still worth it. Trust me, 3D surround is nothing. It's nothing like before, because I was using a 5.1 for the 18 years. Now I upgraded because everything is changed, everything is being updated, and I use all the speakers. That's Bose 200 watts per channel, but the amp is 110 watts per channel. So basically what I want is, if the amp is rated 100 watts, you double it by 2. I mean, yeah, if the amp is 100 watts, you have to use 200 watts rated speakers, because the amp, it can go high and low based on the soundtrack. So the speaker should be able to handle that watts, otherwise it will damage the speakers. I don't want that to happen. So all the speakers you see, it's rated 200 watts, amp is rated 100 watts, and I have AM10, it's passive speakers, and AM15, that's active speakers, and AM6, which is 5.1 as well, which I was using before, and now I use it for the front channel. I use the old amplifier to power that channel, because that's a pre-out, and all other 9 channels, it's powered by the Marantz. And I have a dedicated subwoofer. One is a 12-inch, and the good thing about bigger subwoofer is, when you are looking at a low FE effect, low frequency effect, you need too much air to flow to make that vibration. So the 6-inch speakers in the Bose, it's not doing a good job on a bigger room. But if you have a 12-inch subwoofer, the diaphragm is big and it can move so much airflow, which makes the vibration. You can make everything in the room vibrate. So if I increase the sound, even my mouse, the arrows, it's flickering. It doesn't stay, because it's vibrating the surface where I put it. Anyway, I have 2 12-inch. One is under the bed. It's under the bed so that I can hear the bass. And one is outside. You can see there's no space, that's why I hid it inside it. Anyway, this is my home theater. I hope you like it, and if you are serious about Dolby Atmos, try it. It's a different feel. You have to hear it to understand how good it is. Thank you for watching my video, and it's been a long time I posted a video, but I was doing long research about this, because it's a big there is a huge investment involved, because the speaker is expensive, the amplifier is also expensive. But if you like it, if you like the home theater and the home cinemas, definitely it worth spending after watching the movie. Definitely, it's completely different, and especially during the COVID season, all the theaters are closed, and I have a collection of movies I downloaded during my lockdown period, and I'm watching it one movie per day. It's awesome. And until September, I heard will be no theater opening, so this is my only chance to watch movie, and I feel the movie. It seems like everything happens in front of you. So when I go to India, I'm planning to buy a 4K 3D projector, so that I can have this movie in 3D and watch it. And everything happens around you. Hear it, then only you will believe. Thank you.